I've been watching more NBA basketball than I have in the past, no doubt.
Us as well, and I know we're in the minority. I don't think a lot of people are watching basketball. No. They had a big number, though, on Friday night, ESPN.
Who you been watching, H?
Was he being facetious?
Yeah, who you been watching?
No, I'm dead serious. I mean, I was on a plane flying home. I watched some games that were on. You had the live TV and the screen in the back, yeah. Other than that, I've watched a little. I mean, I love the Warriors. I've always loved Steph and what they're doing. Obviously, Jimmy's over there. So, yeah, I watch more. Now that the football season is over, obviously, it's kind of just naturally happens.
Most watched NBA doubleheader on ESPN this season came on Friday night, I do believe. 1.8 million viewers for the Cavs Celtics, who won that game?
I believe the Cavs won this one.
Okay, and then Clippers-Lakers, the Battle of L.A. nightcap. Who won that game? Luka did. Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, senior NBA insider for ESPN, friend of the program, Shams Charania. Shams, okay, quickly here, because NBA talk is something we do, we enjoy, but we're not the experts. That's why we bring you in here. Nico, this general manager for the Mavericks, it is being alleged by a lot of humans that have opinions and are on the internet that they're trying to tank this team so they can get them the hell out of Dallas. Well, it seems like all systems are working in that front. You get rid of your star. He turns out to be an absolute beast still. Looky, the guy that took your team to the finals last year can still play basketball well for the Lakers. Yeah. They go to the number 2 in the West. Kyrie now, devastating ACL, which we will all obviously miss last night. Anthony Davis gets hurt in his first game. There's been picketing, protesting, and now mass exodus from these games from Mavericks fans that are diehard fans. What is going on in Dallas, and how do you think everybody around the NBA is viewing the current Maverick situation, Sean?
Boys, I think what's going on in Dallas is what was going on in the immediate aftermath of that trade that happened on February 1st is how did this happen? And I think Mavs fans in particular, they're still dealing with it. And that conspiracy theory that you're talking about, that they're tanking so much, that they're at war with their fans, that they are doing everything possible to alienate their fans is because they want to move the team. I've seen that conspiracy online. To my knowledge, Pat, there is zero truth to that. That's just not a reality. But the fact that that's even a conspiracy out there just lets you know how deeply extreme that trade was in the eyes of a lot of people around the league, literally everyone in Dallas. I mean, you think about the Mavs and their fan base. Luka Doncic, a generational player, 25 years old, just turned 26. He's someone, the 77 jersey is going to be all over Dallas forever. He was someone Mark Cuban said once, I would rather get a divorce than to trade Luka Doncic. I wanted to retire Luka Doncic's jersey. And I know in talking to people on Luka Doncic over the last 72 hours, I was at that Lakers-Clippers game on Sunday. He had no intention ever of leaving Dallas. He had just bought a new home in Dallas, for a lofty price. He did not want to go anywhere. You think of a player coming from abroad, they're very committed, they're loyal, and that's how he viewed himself with the Mavericks. It's like one team, one city forever. And I think that's going to carry over to the Lakers. I think he's loving his time in LA. I think he's loving how the Lakers, you think about what the Lakers brand is, it's like treating stars like stars. It's Hollywood. It's making the star players bigger than life. And that's what we're going to see with Luka Doncic. But for the Mavericks, I mean, this is just tough because Kyrie Irving was having an all-star. He made his 9th NBA All-Star team. He was going for everything. We've been talking on this show. I remember when I used to come on here in 2020, 2021, and he was getting absolutely crushed. You think about his decision not to take the COVID vaccine shot. You think about how his image started to go in Brooklyn. He was reclaiming his spot the last couple of years as an upper echelon top player, the spot that he deserves. And he was on track to get a max contract this offseason potentially. He has a player option for $44 million next season. You look at from a stats perspective, Pat, 25 points a game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. He's the only player in the NBA this season averaging at least 20 points, at least 50% three-point shooting, and at least 90% from three. And for me, this was a devastating injury for him. Sorry, that's at least 20 points, 40% three-point, 90% from the foul line. Only player in the NBA averaging that. Fifth of his career, second most ever. He's having a great
year. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, he's having a great year. 50 of 62 games. Got it.
But, Pat, what I will say is his leadership went beyond everything, because you think about the deteriorated relationship between Luka Doncic and that organization. In a lot of ways, Kyrie Irving was that in between, and the front office leaned on Kyrie Irving, even with their communication with Luka Doncic, and so that relationship had strained. They traded Luka, and now, I mean, Anthony Davis has been out since his opener, since the first game he played. I think his representatives, I think they're going to huddle up. I think they're going to have some very hard conversations. It's not out of the realm of possibility that's the last time that one game was the last time we've seen Anthony Davis this season.
Okay, so because Kyrie's injured, now there's nothing to, he doesn't even, oh my God. This Nico guy is going to survive? He just has a lifetime job?
He's got multiple years left on his contract. I mean, in the aftermath of that trade, I remember I came on here and I said, we'll judge this trade in the next few months, in the next few years. Oh. This trade is dependent on the Mavericks going far, and they've already been to the finals with Luka Doncic. So what else can you do besides get to the finals? It's winning a championship. That's what Nico Harrison and the Mavericks have set the standard of being judged on. And Nico Harrison, in his post-trade press conference, said, we'll see if I'm right or not. We'll see.
Yeah, we will. It's kind of all unfolding right now, but he said he's playing in the long term, this is best for the Mavs, which feeds a conspiracy. What is the long term?
Yeah.
But you're saying there's no truth to it at all. But
put the hookah down, man.
Anytime, and he has a beer, this guy, this son of a bitch, he drinks a beer whenever he does something good. And then every once in a while I see him, he's burning hookah. Oh, yeah.
Blowing O's.
If we traded all players that drink a lot of beer and maybe smoke a hookah.
Connor has the last question for you here, Shams.
Yeah, Shami, obviously Lakers the number 2 seed in the West. How about the 1 seed? SGA, is he going to be the runaway MVP here? They showed a graphic earlier today about him having, another 50-point game. Unbelievable. How do we feel about the Thunder, and are they kind of the favorites coming out of the West, even with everything Luka and the Lakers are doing?
In my conversations with players, with teams, people around the league, I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is viewed as a favorite or a front runner right now. I think you have to still look at Nikola Jokic. Giannis Antetokounmpo, I don't think gets enough shine as well. What he's doing in Milwaukee, just leading that team, the numbers he's putting up. But Jokic's numbers speak for themselves. Honestly, he might be having a better season statistically than he's had the last few years that he has won MVP. That just goes to show what Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's impact has been, the 50-point games, leading this young Oklahoma City team to the number 1 seed again, runaway number 1 seed, and vying to be the best overall record in the NBA period with the Cavaliers. So, and he was runner-up last year. So you think about doing it for back-to-back seasons. This might be the year he gets his flowers.
Okay, I hope so. Because Greeny said this morning, SGA no more. He's MVP. Oh. And he said last night was the Shai show. I mean, Greeny was talking in headlines about Oklahoma City's SGA. What a Shai Gilly's great name, too. I hope he does it. I hope the NBA continues to heat up. Zion Naruto tattoo. He's playing great ball. We're rolling.
We need Zion Williamson to stay on the floor. We need him to continue
for Christ's sake,
to dunk
rolling
the way he's dunking. He just had his first triple-double.
Play basketball, it's crazy what'll happen.
When the man is healthy, and he's able to play, he puts up numbers. We know his impact on winning, and that's why, Pat, it's so hard for the Pelicans. You think about every year, it's like the rumors of trading Zion Williamson.
Let him go.
How can you do that?
Trade him. They never let the guy play. And he says, once again, I'm an employee of the Pelicans. When they let me play, I'm on the court. When they don't, I'm on the sideline. I'm always happy. I got a new tattoo. You guys check it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You guys watch Naruto, or you guys like this?
Pat, would you get a stomach tat like that? Would you do that?
Shams, I don't know if you've seen my body. I got no tats. Even though I love tats and have the thought of getting tats, I've sat down in the chair and they're like, need you for 2.5, 3 hours here to not move, and it's going to hurt. And I'm like, all right, I'll get you next time.
I can't even imagine how a stomach tat would be. That would hurt.
He didn't feel it.
My wife's got a beautiful sleeve. What's
He's
that?
Fit now.
Okay. All right.
What's that?
I'm done with it. We appreciate you, man. You're the best.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Charania.
Yeah.